Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Let me give y'all some time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. Liz, baby, Happy New Year, sis. Hope all well with you. First things first, want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Since you ain't hear from me since the New Year, but hope everybody's well. Hope everybody is already getting off to a good start. First things first, you already know. Hopefully, everybody having a blessed and productive Wednesday. Hopefully, everybody was able to get through the workday. I know, yes, it's back to school. Back to school. The vacation over for a lot of y'all. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed y'all winter vacations with the fam and everything. It rained in the new year the right way. Popcorn, my guy, what's going on? What's going on, brother? Happy New Year. Lara, what's going on? What's going on? I see you, in, sis. Again, Happy New Year to everybody that's pulling in, pulling up. Yeah, hopefully everybody's New Year is starting off, properly. Appreciate everybody that tuned in for the little New Year's Eve jam we had. Definitely was some good vibes. You know how we do things. Definitely was a little nice little talk as well. So like I said, we're gonna get back at it. But again, hopefully everybody enjoyed the holidays overall. And like I said, you know, definitely make sure that for this year, every year beyond that, do the best that you can, strive for excellence, strive for greatness. It's very important. Now, another thing is very important. I mean, very important. Mhm. It's very important for y'all to really be aware of your surroundings. Because, yeah, it's getting a little bit crucial out here. I'll delve into that in a minute. But this is also going to be a time where you're going to have to just do what's necessary. But yeah, appreciate everybody that tuned in last week, I should say. Like I said, definitely was a good vibe and definitely was a nice little talk that we needed. Those that missed it, catch the replay. It's been an interesting 7 days into the new year so far. Not just news wise, but just in general. It's a lot to compact. It's hard to compact only because it's only been 7 days. I'm good, sis. I'm good. I'm good. Trying to make sense of the weather to some degree because it was supposed to be kind of cold and it's not. I don't like that. For those in the city, you already know what it is. Weather definitely bipolar, but keep yourself safe, keep yourselves healthy as possible, and bundle the hell up. And don't get tricked by this weather. You know? Oh yeah, I already know that popcorn, but like I said, it's enough to compact. Like you got to really deal with all of that. Um, because it boggles the mind. I mean, it really does. I'm gonna say this for the fellas out there. I'm gonna say that for the average citizen. You might have to actually take the necessary steps in doing what's necessary, at least to preserve life. Uh, It is getting treacherous out here. So I would always say that it's best to just know when to react, know when to really just execute your plans the way you're supposed to, especially if it can save your life. And it just it's crazy to think that, like some people just really don't value life. The sad part about it is, it's just leaving another family to deal with the pain. You know, maybe it's just me. I don't believe that a father's life should be cut short, especially going to do what they tend to go do, work, provide. I think it's a scary notion to think that. Um, so a security guard lost his life. Um, and again, RIP to the family, RIP and condolences definitely because that's the last thing you want is you going to work to go take care of and do what's necessary. And, you know, fellas, be aware of your situations. If it looked like it could really be dire, you gotta do what you gotta do and protect yourself at all costs. As much as you would try to avoid it, it could possibly be a scenario where you have to. And I'm gonna say that not just for my city, but for any city at all, any state, around the world. A lot of you are gonna have to really start doing the necessary to keep yourself here. Again, I feel strong about somebody trying to do what's best. Untimely demises. You got to really dig into the psyche of some people. Like, what would possess you to go that route, especially in broad day? Situational awareness will always count in certain scenarios because, again, it can save your life. And I believe they caught the guy too that actually did it. I gotta finish delving into that, but just it's crazy because again, you don't know what the scenario could be once the full details come out. We don't know if this is a career criminal or if this is somebody that could be suffering, like how they say, suffering from mental health, mental disease. We don't know. Be quite honest, in some situations, some people are just pure evil and don't care. Just Jay, baby. Serious, baby. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I just, like I said, it gotta be, and shoot, even for you ladies as well too. We've had scenarios where women were supposed to just be going doing their normal routine and didn't make it back either. In some scenarios you might have to do the necessary. no matter what. Another scenario and another example of somebody that's trying to go do something, then continue to be in their daughter's lives and then cut short. It's crazy. You never know what the scenario could be. You know, I would say in some instances you would have to go on the offensive only because, if that energy is presented there, looking at the video, it's just like, even if you're not trying to be confrontational, especially with somebody who has a weapon, once you see the opportunity, you definitely got to go for it. And if you ain't going to confront them, then you got to try to get some form of help. And again, Happy New Year to everybody that pulled in. I ain't see y'all since last year. But again, hopefully everybody's enjoying the evening. For those that's just tuning in, make sure again, some scenarios you're gonna have to do what's necessary. And if you're not gonna be confrontational, you need to try to figure out a way to try to get to some form of safety. At least to where you can get some form of an advantage. You never really want to be at a disadvantage, especially when you're trying to either do the normal routine, which is work, or go take care of whatever you're trying to take care of. It's getting real dangerous out here for real. It's almost like you gotta walk in packs in some scenarios because these are the type of things that happen randomly. Honestly, I feel it shouldn't happen randomly, but we know, you know, can't give falsehoods to certain things. Best way to be aware of anything is just, again, paying attention to everything that's going on. And when it's your opportunity, you do what's necessary, especially if it's calling for your survival. And again, may that man rest in peace. May his family, have heals and praying, and healing strength during this time of, the rest. And it's crazy, because again, you want, you want the best. You know, coming to do what you trying to do for a living and get cut short. You never know what plans was probably having. Situation really could unfold. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry, I sound like I'm stammering some, but it's crazy that you go to try to do what's right for you and yours, and it get cut short because of just sheer evil. Sad part about it is that his brother got kids that was going to college. You know, that's probably a father's best dream is watching their daughters, regardless to what, succeed and elevate in life. It's hurtful when you have family who lose a strong part of that whole existence right there. know. And those things hit hard. You know, some people really don't realize that it does hit hard for others. And in some cases, it could actually turn them into something else. DD baby. You gotta think about that. Like For some of y'all, that should be the last resort. Like I said, I've always felt this way. If your life is not in danger, no need for you to take that risk. Especially if you gotta play advantage anyway. James, what's going on, man? Happy New Year, man. You really gotta think about that. You know, like going to take care of what you want to take care of. You gotta worry about situations like that happening on a daily. It's stressful in nature because again, you're trying to just do the best you can. You know, it's sad when you have people who have plans on, you know, seeing certain expectations and they don't get that chance. A lot of people who've actually been that victim. Again, fellas, take care of yourself and defend yourself at all costs, you know, and just follow your gut, man. Try to avoid a lot of confrontation, but there are going to be some scenarios where it's just going to have to go down. But it shouldn't take you out neither. The world we live in has always been an unpredictable place, you know, but you want to make sure you are preserving your life because if you have things that you are trying to achieve, you don't want those things cut short. And a lot of times, situational awareness will help. I say that because I also ran across a video that, you know, it's not that deep, but it could be. For some of you ladies out there, I don't believe that you're gonna get out of a car in an area where it's barely lit, you know, to do a fit check. And for some of y'all that might be a little outdated, the fit check is basically the outfit check. You got out the car to make sure your outfit looked like something because you was going somewhere. Instead of doing that in the mirror or doing that somewhere at home before you left out. The bad part about it was there was somebody way in the background. Don't know if that was random or don't know if that could have been somebody plotting. You never know. You lucky you got back in your car when you did. Because in those type of scenarios right there, it could be a real problem. Not gonna lie to you. Again, situational awareness. When something don't seem right or something don't feel right, you do what's necessary, right? But in that case right there, that was just being foolish. And again, putting your livelihood in danger. God forbid it could have been a plot. Somebody could have got you for your car and something else. Again, situational awareness. Just being alert. For some of y'all, these devices are going to be your downfall. Sorry to say. No way you should think, let me check my outfit. Let me record this. But in the same token, could have put yourself in danger. Could have possibly got robbed, unalived, or worse. Could have got SA. Yeah, I know they want you to try to be family friendly with these words on it. So we gonna try that this year. It still is raw and uncut though. Because again, what sense does that make? To put yourself in that type of danger. Again, with so much going on in the world right now, you think that was the smartest move? Anywhere where it's barely lit at, you can't see much of nothing. I don't think you should be trying to do anything around it. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Working hard in the space heather, baby. But yeah, you know, you gotta think about that. You don't know what could have happened, and you gotta put yourself in so much risk that you could have put your family in a situation as well too. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some areas where you really shouldn't just be trying to park or do anything of the sort. And I would say again, unless necessary, leave your social media devices alone. Apparently, this is a repeated pattern for some. Getting out in certain areas, doing certain things, trying to get that quote unquote moment, put yourself in the worst type of position. Not saying that you shouldn't live your life or do what you feel like you want to do, but there should be again a time and a place for that. That person in the background, you don't know if that person was armed and dangerous. You don't know if that person was a predator of any sort. Could have been somebody that just off they rocker. Sorry to say it that way. You don't know what the situation could have been. The goal is to try to make it home, right? To make it home safe, or get to your destination safe, right? So pay attention to certain things. Again, it could be the difference between life and and regardless to the fact that you was recorded, again, with things going on in this unpredictable world, you want to try to be as safe as possible. And in some scenarios, I believe again that some of y'all that should just actually be in groups. It helps the chances of certain scenarios not becoming big scenarios at all. It's my opinion on it, though. Another thing I've been seeing that just see is becoming a repeated pattern is again some of y'all are consistently posting up every moment of your life. And again, in some instances, you put yourself in danger. The reason why I say that is because some of you might be in areas where you know people don't care. You could be a casualty or some form of a victim because you wasn't paying attention. That's just like I watched something one day. Guy and this lady, they got out their car. Keep in mind, keep still in the damn car. That could have been a bad scenario because y'all decided to get out the car, woke up halfway. Well, I'm gonna say to the following corner, not knowing that you still got traffic coming from either which way. So 9 out of 10, If somebody was that petty, it'd have robbed you of your car and you'd been on. Like, come on now. One thing you don't never want to do is leave your damn keys in the car. Like I said, that situation right there could have been a victim. Because again, it's crazy. You would decide to get out your car just to have a dance with your lady. But then you go from dancing to damn near leaving your car unattended. Like you forgot shit could still happen. Telling you there's a lot of unpredictable things happening. And I don't know. These last 7 days, yeah, definitely time for a lot of y'all to really start keeping yourselves the way you need to. You know, just be more, observant in your situations, no matter what. And try to avoid the things that you know you ain't really into. One thing I'm gonna say again is don't get forced to do something that you don't really. Because I believe in some of those scenarios, certain things will happen and take place. You know, and that's something that you don't want. You don't want no type of danger like that. Definitely don't. So again, fellas, ladies, be wise, especially when it comes to your motive. Never a wise move to leave any of your vehicles. I don't care what you drive. I'm gonna take it for you. You go there. And that's something that you want to avoid. I don't think you want to be filling out any reports or hoping that your sucker ain't somewhere in a chop shop. Like I said, situational awareness. Leaving your car unattended can have grave consequences. Even for some of y'all, prime example, outside of hearing those type of stories where y'all still leaving kids in the car unattended. I'm sorry, but again, situational awareness. We don't want it to be a scenario where you leave that child unattended and your car unattended, and somebody can end up jacking you with your baby inside. Then you got to start paying more attention. Another thing I've been seeing is, I said some of y'all are so focused on your devices about not paying attention to your surroundings, especially when you have your young ones with you. I'm gonna speak to those that need to hear that. Right now, with so much going on, you will want to be again more alert when it comes down to your situation and your child's safety. Some of y'all be so stuck in your devices or stuck in whatever it is you're going through that you're not paying attention to anything. When you're not being, you know, observant and when you're not being careful, then your child could be in danger. And you'll never know. I think that is something that people really need to be honest about. You know, How much do you really value? How much do you really value your life? How much do you really value your children's lives or your children's safety? Y'all remember a while back when I told y'all that one woman so stuck up in her phone, her and her child almost got hit. See, like I said, situational awareness. This just almost happened again recently. Again, I'm gonna speak to the young ladies and the young boys too, because yesterday was just a wild one too. Yesterday could have been a situation where somebody could have possibly got severely hurt or unalive. Now I know there's some of y'all that like to be how you say it. Y'all want to be hitchhiking with your peoples on the scooter, standing on the back of the scooter. Get your own. Sorry to say it that way. Those type of scooters is not built for two people, especially if it ain't no seat there. Ain't or no seats on it. It ain't built for it. And I've always said if you are going to ride certain vehicles like that, at least keep yourself prepared. You definitely don't want to kick up no asphalt. You definitely don't want to be scraped up or possibly hurt something. Almost happened yesterday. You know, some of these scooters and electronic ones are built differently. But again, situational awareness. I think at one point that boy's foot had touched the back of that wheel, and that's why. But he almost tripped into a situation because he was about to be on the other side of the sidewalk. Had it been heavy traffic, who knows? Luckily, that boy did have some good reflexes. Sometimes it's just sheer luck. Not gonna lie to you. I would say for anybody that got young ones out here with their friends and shit, y'all riding on the back of scooters and everything else with everybody else now. At some point, gotta stop doing that. If something don't feel right, follow it. You know, because that could have been a freak accident ready to happen. Seeing there's some of y'all again that think it's a game, but it's really not. You have to be careful and selective in the things that you're doing, even when you are having fun. Because again, it's about safety. Like I said, if there's a stand-up electric scooter that a lot of y'all using now, ain't built for people who are old. Ain't built for two people to a degree. Let's get this real. There are some of these designer ones that, yeah, they let you get a little bit of weight on it, but not but so much. And again, you could possibly hurt yourself. Yo, let me tell you something since you stepped into the new year with your bullshit. James, lock the door. Serious. Please go get the pit bull out the kitchen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't let this nigga up out of here. I better see a signed Michael Jordan jersey, son. That's how we starting up the new year, motherfucker. Welcome to the dark side, bitch. What's good, my nigga? Come here with that bullshit. I'm gonna start killing you motherfuckers with kindness. Nah, but I really want y'all to be safe though. And I'm speaking to everybody. It's really getting crazy out here. I know we trying to have fun and we trying to do certain things with our lives. Cool. But there is something, you gotta put that camera away. You gotta put that damn device away. Because that could be the situation right there that could take your life away as well too. Seeing too much of it. Like there's some people still using this quote unquote internet to provoke all the wrong type of things that don't need to transpire. You can't come on here and mock certain situations and think there ain't gonna be some form of karma or consequence. Again, situational awareness. You already know. It's really just about being wise in what you're doing, how you moving in life. Keep you there longer. At least that's what I was told. You know. But you have to be aware of certain things because if you're too busy stuck on your phone, just like I said, like the previous situation, you mess around and get hit by a car, God forbid. Get hit by a bus, truck. You don't know, especially you not paying attention. When you out in the streets, when you at least get in spots where you know it can be tricky, please pay attention. See, I don't care if you driving or if you walking or if you scooting or doing whatever. You still have to pay attention to your surroundings. You have to be on point, at least till you get to your destination. Like I said, get out your devices, man. Because you're putting everything in danger, and it shouldn't be that. It's being cautious with what you do. If it's not that important to be in your phone, I think you should be paying more attention to the world around you. Because again, there's so much going on. And if you're not fully on go or fully on point with everything, it could get tragic. It's hard to really say that. It's hard to say what could really transpire, but in the same token, some things could probably be avoided if you are paying attention and trying to do your best. You know? In some situations, you can't panic because that sheer panic right there will definitely mess you up. To avoid some situations, just know where you at, you know, and make sure you somewhere where you can at least get some form of immediate help. Like with the first story, like I said, it's sad because you're going to take care of your normal duty, you know. And this is the type of anger and aggression, or this is the type of scenario you could be faced with. Like I said, in some scenarios, you're just going to have to do what you have to do, even if you're not a confrontational person. But again, it can save your life. I would say be more aware now because, again, we still have scenarios where we have people who are certifiable and on paper that are still out and about in these streets. Some are dwelling within the homeless community. Some are just blatantly out there. You see certain things that just don't seem right, don't feel right. Like I said, follow your gut instinct. You know, within the last, like I said, 7 days, there's been enough stuff sparked off already. You know, and a lot of it was violent stuff. So it's just be careful in what you do. If something don't feel right for that day, 9 out of 10 is something that you need to follow. But I'll be honest with you. Um, it's hard to ever really know because again, the probability is not always going to be a possibility. But when it is a possibility, you got to do the necessary to try to survive. In this day and age, it's hard to really tell anything. So again, just be very cautious and do what's necessary for your survival. Especially again, if you have a family, I don't care if the kids are growing up or kids are almost grown. When you find yourself in that type of scenario, you definitely have to fight. Angela, baby. This new year did start off with a lot of heat and drama, but this year also started off with a lot of positive. And I think that's the most important thing. And now we have to just focus on most positive things. Whatever blessings is coming your way, hey, just know that you earned it. You was patient, you was humble, and you made it work. No matter what you trying to achieve from this year and beyond, again, like I told y'all, don't let nothing stop you. But be safe in your endeavors and be safe in what you're doing as well too. Very important to do it because again, you want to at least make sure you have done the best days that you possibly can. But also again, leave something behind. For some of you who do plan on traveling this year, or whether it's in state or out country, don't matter. Be aware of your surroundings, and again, try to enjoy every moment of life. It's critical. You know? But for those who definitely, again, who are taking the necessary steps for life improvement and spiritual improvement or anything else along those lines, again, let nothing stop you. You stick to your execution plan. You know, you give yourself that good focus and balance. Everything will definitely fall into place the way it's supposed to. You got to believe in something, you know, but you also got to know that it's possible. Anything is possible, again, if you just do it the right way and do what works for you. The goal is to open multiple doors throughout your life. Those multiple doors that you open, you know, you could have something good behind those doors, you could have something bad behind them, might have nothing at all. But in the same token, you want to open up multiple doors of opportunity. But you also got to try to play it safe while doing so. And again, for some of y'all, I know y'all feel this is the best way to do what's necessary for your growth. Not knocking it. But again, just be safe and careful. You don't want to be in a scenario where it could possibly, again, cost you your life or put you in a bad bond. Situational awareness for 2026 and beyond. Know what best suits you and then make it happen. And for some of y'all, you're already on the way. You know, there's already things set in place, and your blessings are coming. Some of y'all feel like you want to quit and give up, but it's no need to quit and give up. You know, you want to try to live as free as possible, and you also want to try to have a better understanding of things. Remember this though: you can count on one thing, that the journey will never be easy, but the main goal is getting to that destination. So if you're going to take that long journey of life, just know what comes with it. You might have moments when you have to walk to the side and take care of any form of situation, changing the tire, checking your transmission, doing whatever. Because again, your goal is to get to the end of your life knowing that you accomplished good things. Never sell yourself short for real. You know what it takes to build, you know what it takes to succeed in life. Hey, we might have extra things that you can add on to the list now. Have multiple avenues to where you'll always be somewhat straight, not just financially, but just spiritually. Despite everything that goes on in the world around us, in some scenarios, you can't allow things to destroy your peace. You already know, serious baby. I see y'all up in here having fights and stuff. Hold on. Let me look back at this chat real quick. I see y'all in here having fights. Okay. Okay. James, you strong, son. Hold it down, son. I need you to hold it down real quick. Hold it down. No, but you got to think about it. You know, you have the necessary tools to continue to build and strive. What's stopping you from building and striving? A lot of times, you're the one holding yourself back. If you have a strong gut feeling about something that you're getting into, follow it. If you feel this is something that's going to work for you, follow it. But again, know what comes with it. Might have some restless nights, but if it's trying to get you into a better, not just thinking space, but a better financial space too, hey, take the necessary steps. Make sure you're investing in the right type of things and just watch it grow. Your goal is to avoid getting scammed. So I think it's important again to know what you're investing in. James number 8, what's going on, my guy? Happy New Year. I see you didn't come in here with no pork chop sandwiches, so I don't know. Might have a fight. Might have a fight. James, lock the door again. Can't let this one out there. Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, just time. Time to focus on not just what's best for you, but what's going to keep propelling you, what's going to keep you in that constant mind state of elevation. But again, knowing your information, making sure that everything's airtight, because that's the worst thing. Thinking you about to make something happen and could be a possibility it don't go the way you want it to go. And it don't even got to be nothing that you did. You just want to make sure that the investments you're making is going to definitely bring some form of prosperity and success, and even a blueprint for those who might want to get into that same thing. No, man, man. Listen, get those cookies and milk the hood. I ain't eating that right now, man. Come on, son. You ain't even bring a pork chop sandwich, son. Come on, son. Angela, you might have to take James number 8 and give him all that to you. Cause he tripped. It's a new year, son. It's a new year. Coming in here empty handed, son. Nah, but just again, knowing what you want and then going for it. But don't jump in blindly. Again, do your research. Make sure that whatever you're investing in is worth it. You know. And then from there, again, you'll have multiple doors that open with something good. But don't second guess yourself. Don't put yourself in a negative mindset. Don't do none of that. What you do is move forward. Have the confidence to believe that things will happen the way it should happen. And it'll fall in place when it's time for it to fall in place. You never rush a process. In this long journey of life, I've always noticed that. The things that you really want or you try to rush to get, they don't come true. So, hey, it's no shortcuts. It shows you. But other things that you know you need, they come through tenfold. Have knowledge on what you invested in, and then you can move solid from there. James, I ain't trying to hear that about no fried chicken, man. You were supposed to bring the pork chop sandwiches up in here for everybody up in here, man. You were supposed to bring a steak too. Matter of fact, where the grill at? Matter of fact, James, lock the door. James number 8 can't get up out of here, man. Matter of fact, he gonna suffer. Time for y'all to get on the grill. Time for y'all to get on the damn grill. Everybody in here hungry. I can't feed them right now. No, that's the thing though. Again, just gotta be solid. You gotta be willing to take the risk as well too. Some situations, hey, get out there, you make a solid investment on something, and it can be beneficial. It can be so beneficial you can actually relax and rely just on that. But you know, it's also important to remember if you do everything right the first time around and it doesn't succeed, but this is something that you're adamant about, then try again. Know where things went wrong or know where you could make changes and improvements. You attack it again. Like if you're getting into the clothing, like I said one time before, know everything that you need to know, even down to the patent pendants and all of that. Know the ins and outs of these things before you get into them. Because you got to remember, this is money involved. You don't want your money to go to waste, or you don't want your money to dwindle because you might have invested in the wrong things, or maybe things just ain't picking up the way it's supposed to pick up. And don't get me wrong, yeah. Some people are going to lose money in the world of business, right? Know that. But the goal is not losing everything. Why it's important to again know what you're getting into, everything from LLCs and all of that. You got to follow a road that's best for you. And once you follow that road again, make sure that your car is tuned up. Make sure your brain is definitely in sync. Don't overthink it. Also know when to take that step back and observe everything that's going on so far. I think that's important though. Because in that instance of life, this could be the difference between you being up and you being flat on your ass. Sorry to say it that way, but it's true. See, some people are just invested in anything just because they try to turn a quick dollar. But I'm gonna speak to those who need to hear it. That ain't gonna be what it's cracked up to be at first. Not saying that you can't turn the buck, but in the same token, you have to put in a lot of footwork. So, again, know what you're getting into. I know I switched the topic a little bit because it's a new year. But I just felt I needed to get that out in the beginning because, again, we have people who have been through that scenario, or we have families who have been in this scenario too many times over. Losing a loved one that's trying to go and live their basic life, it's sad. Again, loss of life. Nobody knows when or how. We know that part. But we want to at least make sure that you have knocked off all the things that you can knock off. Again, time waits for nobody. You know, it takes time to make money, but you can also lose that money in a short amount of time. Life is a different story. It's always unpredictable, but you want to live your best life. So whatever you might have planned, just do it. As long as there's no real danger involved, hey, you do what's necessary. Live life to the fullest. Try to invest as much as you can into yourself and anything else that you feel will be a stronghold for your life. Hold on 1 second. Let me. I see y'all been in here fighting like a mug. I see y'all though. I see y'all though. Now, if somebody is also telling you that this ain't the type of investment you should make, do yourself that favor and listen. You know, reason being said is because again, if it's a sheer scam or if it's a sheer way to definitely lose big money that you don't want to lose, yeah, listen to them. Especially for those again who really investing money into certain stocks and bonds or certain companies, and be aware of what you're investing in. But when you have people who have inside knowledge or inside information on that, yeah, you might want to follow that. You know? Real spill, baby. Happy New Year's, baby. What's going on, sis? No, I mean, and serious, I'm catching up with everybody. My fault. It is true. You know, definitely don't want to, you know, invest the wrong things and lose out on serious money. That's money you can't get back, number one. And if you ain't got it to try it over again or try something else again, how you starting back to square one? Your goal is to try to keep a roof over your head as well too. So, like I said, know what you're investing in. I see all the coffee cups in the chat. Yeah, James, hold it down. All the coffee sippers up in here, man. Listen, it's that French vanilla brew. So, hey, don't OD on it. Because we only got dark roast left. And I know a lot of y'all don't like decaf. So, yeah, yeah. I got to get some coffee options up in here tomorrow. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, unless you got some extra sugar, then you can make you some iced coffee. You be all right. It won't be Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, but hey, it's coffee, damn it. But no, we got to definitely just realize that, time waits for nobody. There's multitudes of blessings that you're missing out on because you're not living your fullest life. You never let nothing stop you in your tracks. Now, if it's your health, that's a different story because you can try to be as healthy as possible or try to do as much as possible, and something can still happen. So that'd be the only time you could say that I wasn't expecting this. But for everything else, no. Whatever you might be trying to invest in, like I said, if it's going to work for you, hey, keep striving, keep grinding, and things will fall in place. Everything from business relationships to regular relationships to whatever. You follow your gut instincts. And when you got good things lined up, hey, you continue to take the necessary steps. It's not just about personal growth, it's just about growth overall. You know? You want to be able to expand your horizons. You're going to have to take those necessary steps and put in the footwork to do it. You know? But also, don't sacrifice your well-being just trying to accomplish that. You know, stay solid and focused on it. But don't let it over over consume you, basically, because you still need time to yourself. You still want to at least be able to say, okay, I worked this hard, and I can relax for a minute. You know, you all need that time. Whatever thoughts and ideas you might have for this year and beyond, make it a reality. Especially if it's something that you fully believe in. Again, nobody is stopping you but you. You know, if you wanted that badly, you got to fight for it. Everybody has a fighting chance in making something happen. It's about the long term results, not so much the short runs. So if you really got your mind and your heart set on certain plans, start working towards it. Day by day, little by little, focus. It'll be hard for some people because some people do kind of fall back into some form of depression, or some people just slightly doubt themselves. But I would say don't doubt yourself in anything in life. You gotta have strong determination and perseverance in the situations. You know? Because some of these things will make you or break you. The ultimate goal is just achieving something greater. No matter how you may feel in life, no matter what life is throwing you, once you do turn up somewhere, you're gonna feel good. Now your goal is to maintain and sustain everything. You know? Achieving anything is truly awesome, rarely unfolds without a few twists. There's always those little snags, unexpected curveballs, those moments are like a test that shows us what we're made of. It's a fact, serious. I say that for anything. Some of y'all really are dedicated to sports. How you gonna know how far you gonna succeed if you quit, or if you consistently doubt yourself? Again, it's important to try to push yourself for greater things. Know what you're investing in as far as your life is concerned. Making sure you do have the right type of support system and friends around. But again, making sure that you sustain everything within yourself. Because you could lose yourself trying to gain everything. And that's the one thing you don't want to do is lose yourself. Pace yourself, focus, and do what's necessary. And when you have to take your little step backs, take your step backs. There's nothing wrong with that. Yo, baby. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, sis. One thing I'm gonna tell you is that you are gonna take some losses in life. Multitude of things that you're gonna have to deal with. But if your mind is really focused on the things you really are trying to achieve and these life goals you want to achieve, doesn't matter what age it happens, as long as it happens. So focus on that. Make yourself useful. You know, balance yourself out the way you're supposed to. When you have the moments and opportunities to seize, you seize them, and you get right back to it. You know, like I said, when things fall in line, it'll fall in line when it's supposed to. So for every moment of life that you do have, focus on what's important. What's important is trying to live your best life, but also making some good life investments that will definitely be prosperous even well after. I believe that's the mindset. Again, it's about focus and trying to leave some form of a legacy. And it does start with you. So, again, no matter what you're trying to achieve, let nothing stop you. And anything that might seem negative in some instances, you could use that negative and turn it into a positive, but also turn it into inspiration and fuel for you to keep moving forward. You'll get to your places in life. You'll get there because it's sheer drive. You know, when people are focused and determined on making things happen, they usually tend to do so. Even if there are some setbacks in some scenarios, the goal is to get where you need to get to regardless. You know, Mo, baby, Happy New Year, sis. I know you always busy. Hey, do me a favor, do me a favor. I told you we still opening up the zoo. Mo, I need you to go get that lion out that cage. And don't forget, I still need two of my monkeys as well too. Angela, since you over here laughing, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go get those two hippos out the pond. James, this is important, brother. Bring the grill and bring all the giraffe necks that you got back there. We about to turn up tonight. Serious? Get all the barbecue sauces and Kool-Aids ready. You know, we about to have some fun. Yeah, we about to have some fun this year. Yeah, this zoo's gonna be different, y'all. I'm gathering up every damn thing, everything. But some of them might have to go. So but yeah, you just got to think about it. When it's all said and done, you have to be ready for that moment. When you have that courage and that spirit to take those necessary bold steps into those great things in life, hey, you want to be well prepared. And you also, again, want to just be not just focused, but you also want to be settled into the moment, you know? And you want to have that feeling of happiness because, again, you've pushed through enough to get where you need to get to. Now you can try to enjoy the fruits of labor, you know? Again, life will always throw you a bunch of curveballs. But in some instances, you might hit those curveballs out the park. You got to do what's best for you. Nobody else can do it. And if you want the best for you, then invest in you. Settle into reading your comment. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up. I still don't see no. Hold on, serious. I still don't see the Kool Aid being made though. I'm seeing the message now. But where the Kool Aid at? Where the barbecue sauce is at? Where the potato salad? You on potato salad duty now? It just stick with things, when they get a bit messy, especially be able to pick yourself up like the six. You're absolutely right, serious. It's not, you know, again, because life could be unpredictable. Like I said, you could be up 1 minute and you could be fully down the next. And that's not again on a financial stance. That's even on a mental and a spiritual stance. Again, you just gotta know what suits you, what's best for you. Then you make the necessary moves and steps like you're supposed to. But again, know what you're investing in. So Your goal in life, at least in my opinion, your goal in life should always be to live your best life and, be thankful and blessed for every moment that you do have. But also work to achieve the things that you feel you want to achieve. Doesn't matter if it's personal goals or just goals overall. But you have to definitely be in that right mindset. Again, you could end up getting into some good blessings and not even know it because you done lost yourself to the degree. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. My bad. My bad, y'all. Yeah. My bad. No, but no, again, yeah. Life be life, and y'all, my bad. But no, let's gotta keep it real now. Um, Excellence and think that it's always going to be perfect results. It's not. Like I said, life can be unpredictable, but you have to definitely settle into yourself. Know that things are going to be good. Know that you're going to have days where it's going to be bad, but also knowing that you have the right type of support system And even just, again, having shared faith in things. So, just it's all about careful planning and execution. You know? So if you do have things that you are trying to do for the better, don't let nothing stop you. Keep focusing on what you got to focus on. Just keep yourself humble. One thing you remember too is love yourself more than anything. Like I said, for some people it's hard because all it takes is certain things for them to get triggered, or for them to just fall back into that dark space. But I honestly believe falling into that dark space will tune you out to things that could possibly help you out. So don't fall into that. At least try not to. Realign yourself. And in some cases, redefine yourself. Because again, the only thing you can do in life is move forward. You can't go backwards. When you do have the right people who are there, trust me, you'll see it the way I see it. It'll be worth it. Know that you didn't make the journey alone. We will do certain things on our own. But in other cases, you're going to have all the right assistance to make that journey. So it is solely about just turning the wheel forward when it's time to. But I would say this for any and everybody that is watching, even those in the shadows, no matter what life is throwing you, got to get back up and keep pushing forward, keep fighting. When it's all said and done, it's you that creates the dynamic, and it's you that's going to succeed. And no matter what dynamics you place in front of you. So I'm going to say this, get her done. Let's try this again, y'all. Get her done. I'm saying that to everybody again. Like, if you spend all your time and energy focusing on all the wrong shit, you could be missing out on all the possible blessings and opportunities that do come your way. Some of you need to learn to take advice when needed, because those simple advices could definitely help. Hold on, Didi. Don't say exactly. Where's our plates? We hungry. Where's our plates? We hungry, son. James, lock the door again. Didi can't leave. She's not skating out of here until we see a plate of baby back ribs and some mashed potatoes or something. Come on now. Come on now. You're not doing this. We're not doing this. Ladder us up the PlayStation 5. We're going to be sitting in here for a minute. I'm feeling fake petty, but I'm feeling good. Despite the last 7 days of the mind boggling things that have been happening, I can honestly say I feel great. And I'm glad to see a lot of y'all stepping into this new year as well and feeling great too. And I want to see the best for every last one of you. So again, no matter what you got planned, no matter what you trying to prepare, hey, follow your gut and do it. I ain't leaving her alone. I'm not gonna leave her alone. You can't help her neither. You still ain't bring out the damn potato salad. We hungry. What you want us to eat ketchup and mustard over here? Come on, it's supposed to be a barbecue, son. It's supposed to be a barbecue. Dee Dee, stop cold sounding. Now just for that, we want extra meatloaf and mashed potatoes too. So you get to getting. Go on get. Everybody got to go on and get now. Go on get. Somebody forgot to bring the Hennessy out. Something. Hey, what kind of New Year celebration is this? I come back, I ain't getting nothing. Man, y'all don't love me this year. God damn it. Have a great night, Angela, baby. Don't mind me. I'm popping all my shit today. I'm popping all my shit today. Because again, I feel great. Like I said, I got some things I'm trying to put into motion, and I believe it's going to be solid. So definitely feel great about that, like most people should. No matter what you got invested in, hey, if it feels right and you know everything is right, take the necessary steps. But I'm also say this too. Again, beware of what you're investing in and what you putting money into. And I said, if you have to take your time and research all of these different stocks and all of these different things you're trying to get into, hey, make sure you're not spending all your money in the wrong spot. Or try to spread the love in different stocks. But again, you gotta be careful. I bought the Dawn ribs after bringing. Yeah, you gotta bring all of that. Hey, hey, come on now. Y'all gonna stop, look. Y'all gonna stop acting like y'all ain't coming to a barbecue and y'all ain't gotta bring something. Yeah, let me get on y'all real quick. Let me get on y'all. This is a new year, god damn it. Let me get on y'all real quick. Y'all come to all the functions. Y'all call the clubs and don't bring out a damn thing to eat. I gotta force y'all to do something. All right. Put your baby boxing gloves down there, damn it. Ain't no violence today. Ain't none of that going on. None of it. James, if you see the boxing gloves again, just give her another cup of decaf. I think she need a decaf more than anything. Damn it. No, but I'm gonna say this though. Again, no matter what's transpiring in life, don't let that be a major setback for you. You deal with what you gotta deal with. You take the necessary time to, heal with it, and then move forward. Don't let personal situations stop you from personal growth. I'm gonna say that. No matter what you might be suffering with or dealing with, don't let it consume you, and definitely don't let it place you in a bad mind space. Like I said, realign yourself, redefine yourself, and then you move forward. I'm eating and running. I'm not helping. Okay, all right. James, lock the door. She can't get up out of here neither. Ain't nobody going nowhere. This is a sticker. Nobody going nowhere, dang it. Nowhere. It's a holder. No, again, never place any form of self doubt in your mind. If it does feel impossible, try to make it possible. Again, it's solely up to you. But it's always good to try to have this discussion because it's needed. Like I said, we deal with a lot. We hear a lot. But there are some things that we can't allow to stop us. You know, keep your mind sharp and balanced. And again, remember, you have the support, not just from the good ones around you, but you got the strong, good support from yourself. You have to lift yourself more than anything. People can't lift you all the time. And like I said, no matter what you got planned from now on, go in, stop achieving your ultimate goal. I was going to come back on Saturday, but I think I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to discuss a few other things. It's felt like it's a new year. I've been quiet. Outside the short videos, I've been quiet, but I'm back, goddammit. And it's a new year. And again, we're going to be exploring a lot. And again, I'm glad to see everybody, even those catching the replay that really rock with your boy. Appreciate y'all. And again, it's good to see all of y'all in good spirits and good health. But I do got one thing though. One thing I am gonna bring into the conversation tomorrow. I'm sorry. I think is needed only because again, uh, some of the things that yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow. My head hurt. I don't even want to get into it right now. I'm just gonna tell you this though. For some of y'all, it's a good thing what I'm gonna go with this conversation because it's something that need to be said all around the board. You know, but there's a thing called responsibility, and if you're not careful of the things that you do, things that you say, or even the actions that are presented, you could put yourself in a situation. But guess what? We also don't want to hear about it. Sorry to say it. I'm gonna speak for those who don't want to say it out loud. I think I'm gonna have to be the Bernie Mac on this shit for real. I'm gonna have to just say what needs to be said. Nothing goes unfiltered and unchecked. So yeah, there will be no filters at all. We gonna have these deep talks. You know. Again, some of y'all are gonna have to learn to be more responsible and careful. We are gonna have this conversation tomorrow. Yeah, I just want to see the best for everybody. And again, keep yourselves grounded. Keep yourselves focused. Fellow content creators, the same thing. Let nothing personal or even social media wise stop you from doing the best for yourself and making the best adjustments in life. You know, Don't give your energy where it's not needed. Focus on your true potential and focus on your true growth. Every setback can be reframed as a chance to discover deeper resilience and gain insight. No, that's a fact, serious. That's what I'm saying. Just, again, it might not be a success the first time around, but don't give up on yourself, especially if this is something that you feel is possibly going to be that major thing that propels you into great spaces. And when you get to your great spaces, step into the moment. For those celebrating birthdays, I got a couple birthdays. Yeah, I got a couple people. I got still Capricorn season. I know. I know. Those celebrating birthdays, even coming up this week, we did not forget about you. We did not forget about you. Two y'all up in here. There you go. You got 5 plates. Nah. James locked the door. She can't go nowhere. You ain't leaving out 5 plates. Hey, stop being greedy. It's other people that want to eat too. Shoot. Matter of fact, where Dee Dee at? I know she's sneaking somewhere. Yeah, yeah. And y'all gonna stop going back and forth in that darn kitchen. The deep fryer is shut off now. All you gonna get is a cast iron skillet. That's all you gonna get. Come in here with that. It's a new year. Don't come in here with all that. Come in here with all that. No, but this was a good talk tonight. And again, appreciate everybody that rocked out. Like I said, I might be back tomorrow, definitely. I might be back. I said might because I don't know. I don't know how my morning/afternoon is going to pan out. Like I said, try to make some moves, some important moves. So we'll see how this pans out. And give or take, hey, you might get a little bit of both. It's that New Year, so get the New Year's feel again. Yeah. And stop telling me to leave Dee Dee alone. Just look, what you mean? See, look, she probably got 5 plates like you. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. No, I ain't trying to hear that. See, y'all over here being greedy. See, look, now I got the highest security for the food. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Trying to take a whole pan of food home. Come on, man. I can't trust y'all in here now, man. Got people walking out with deep fryers. Man, they're gonna stop tearing up my club, man. Dee, get your butt out the kitchen, man. Come on now. You're not gonna eat up all the rest of that potato salad. We can eat some in here too. We can eat some too. Whoever else in the shadows, hey, appreciate y'all. Yeah, I really have been the silent partners of this growth. Uh-huh. Come on now. The kitchen is locked now. That means no more plates for nobody. And I mean absolutely nobody. If you didn't get a plate earlier, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you paid for the series. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Here y'all go. Here y'all go. Kitchen is locked down for the night. Next time around, we definitely gonna do a BYOB. Bring your own barbecue. Over here eating up everything. Hey. Nah, but it was a good one though. You know, like I said, I covered a couple different things tonight. But you want to try to definitely make sure that no matter what, you try to keep your mindset as positive and as focused as possible. You know, you might go through some things, but that doesn't mean everything is a done deal. You know? Just a minor little snafu, get yourself right, and get back in the game. Do what's necessary. I see y'all over here laughing. I see y'all over here laughing. What you mean you spent over two? See, you had the nerve to say you cooked them ribs and you spent $200 on ribs. You know what? God damn it. No, we'll go sit in the corner. Shoot. Had me thinking those was homemade barbecues. I'm watching y'all, man. I'm watching all of y'all. Shoot. Dee, stop laughing. Now we need extra tartar sauce on fish sandwiches. Dude got some fried grease back there. Come on in. Come on in. You said it. You said it, but it's all good, though. It's all good. It is all good. As long as y'all was fed, I'm happy. No, but again, for those that need to hear it, just no matter what you got planned for the future, hey, make sure you strong, make sure you safe, but also again, make sure you in a happy place. You know. But this was a good talking conversation. Like I said, I'll definitely be back tomorrow. Could be an early afternoon. We'll see. We'll see. John, what's going on, my guy? Welcome in, my guy. See, that's the thing, though. You know, again, no matter what curveballs of life is throwing you, hey, you can hit some of those curveballs and be successful in doing so. No matter what tragedies you go through, no matter what minor setbacks, only thing that stops you from being the greatest you is you. So if you got traumas that you're going through, you know, make sure you do have the best support system. And you also have to talk it out regardless. You know, don't let that seep in. Don't let it sink in. And don't let it boil over. We can only take but so much. And then we could potentially snap. In some cases, some people could possibly end it up. So no matter what you're going through in life, you have to talk to somebody. Talking a lot of times, it is the best way for you to get some form of clarity, but also healing. So again, don't let everything in life consume you. You consume whatever is given to you, you turn it into nutrients, and you keep moving. So But like I said, I'm gonna definitely be back tomorrow. We're gonna have another great conversation. And you know what? Since I'm in a good mood, definitely do some little tune ins. Do some little tune ins so y'all can get your dance shoes and everything ready. We gonna ring in the new year the right way. Sorry I couldn't do it tonight, but plantation called, so you know. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of the build, still becoming a part of the build. And yeah, we still gonna keep having these great talks and conversation. Still have these good musical vibes, and it's always gonna be something. You're gonna get a variety of what you need. Again, variety of what you need, not what you want. Again, hopefully everybody did celebrate and come into the New Year's properly. And again, get ready for fantastic 2026 and beyond. It's your moment to shine, and it's your moment to take what's needed. So take every careful measure and grow. John, this is your first time in here, bro. This is what it mostly is. You get your moments here and there, but mostly you're gonna get great conversation. You know, gotta gotta leave some fat on the people's brains, man. You know, there's so many different things that's happening right now, and some people are only focusing on minor things. Gotta focus on the major issues at hand, and you gotta make sure that when it's all said and done, you don't find yourself in these precarious scenarios as well too. So trust me, brother. Every time you do decide to come in here, if they ain't tell you, if they didn't tell you, trust me, bro. You're gonna need something on here like that a lot of times. Focus on all the good things, man. And while you still breathing, again, focus on the most important aspects of your life. Take nothing for granted. John, good people though. I see you floating around, brother. You good people. This is what you need though. Good conversation. You know, you gotta keep bringing that awareness. And I'm gonna say this for some people who actually need to hear it. Don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out trying to get to your goal. Or don't burn yourself out trying to achieve something. Give yourself proper balance. You know what's gonna work for you and you stick to it. And if you are gonna incorporate other things, again, make sure you're not physically burning yourself out doing so. Take the necessary time off when you need to and actually stick to it. If I say I'm going on vacation, shh, I see you when I see you. Regardless to what, again, everything in life is not promised. So try to do what you can do, be the best you possible. And again, let nothing stop you from achieving your ultimate goal. Like I said, y'all, it does start with you. You are the author of your own book. What you choose to add in that book, solely up to you. But again, once you add it, stick to it. If it works, continue to keep letting it prosper and do it organically. You know, like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna definitely have another great convo. And like I said, y'all get your dance shoes ready because we're gonna be up in here. Lord of mercy. And I know some of y'all probably are not getting notifications for when them shorts drop. But when you do, hey, guess what? Hit that like button. I'm gonna be wilding out with those ones. Like I said, there's more coming. And there's more coming. Serious, say it with me now. James, say it with me now. There's more coming. There's more coming, definitely. I would say be afraid and be very afraid, but nah, can't be afraid with that. I will tell you to not be drinking or eating anything of the sort. 'Cause you already know how I give it up. You already know how I give it up. Nobody safe. But again, step into this new year and step into the rest of your life by just focusing on the most important things, your goals and achievement. And also, again, give yourself a balance. Know when to take the time off, know when to relax yourself, and know when to have fun when necessary. Everything in life is a balance. Can't focus solely on too much of one thing because you'll miss out on others. Yeah, serious. Say it again. There's more coming. And there's more coming. But nah, I appreciate all of y'all for rocking out though. And for those that might be tuning into the chat late, like I said, y'all can definitely catch the replay. I did cover a couple things, and again, prayers and condolences goes out to the man that just recently lost his life, and to the family and everybody. Again, hopefully y'all find healing prayers and comfort in this time of duress, and just again, try to live life and enjoy life the best way possible. But for everybody else too, be on point and stay dangerous. Because right now, the world around us is dangerous. You have a lot to live for. And again, even if you ain't a confrontational person, you still gonna have to do something again to preserve your life. But yeah, let me get my ass up out of here. I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. Hey, hold up, the coffee is not unsafe. See, you over here, you over here doing this, See, you over here doing this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, spreading out false information. You're gonna learn to embrace that damn motor oil, damn it. Embrace it. Yeah, let me get my ass up out of here. I got adulting to be doing right now. But again, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll set the reminder. And again, I want to see the best for everybody. So no matter what it is you decide to do, be happy and be comfortable in doing it. He's there. What's going on? You late to the chat. Late to the chat, my brother. You're gonna definitely have to catch the replay. Yeah, let me get my ass up out of here. I feel I gotta be extra on point. Got newbies on with me, so yeah, you know how that go. But yeah, I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake, What I'm gonna do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. Then we're gonna have a little light topic tomorrow before we do get into that little musical portion. I do feel like that need to be said. And hey, it should be a worldwide message, man. Again, some of y'all men and women out here gotta be more responsible, especially coming into this year. But also be safe. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. But y'all stay safe. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me be nice. Let me be nice. I did say I was going to give y'all a sign, so here, take it. I seen y'all up in here. I seen y'all up in here. Let me leave y'all out with this one. No doubt, John. Appreciate you, my guy. Like I said, this is the good thing. And I'm gonna say this for those that need to hear it. Again, if you decide to quit on certain things before it even becomes a thing, you can't blame nobody but yourself because you allowed yourself to stop yourself. Believe in what you're trying to achieve, and again, no limits. Never limit yourself and never limit your potential. Trust me. You'll see better results when you focus on the things you need to focus on. Nah, you good, ease that. I already know, man. Listen, we all be working. Look, you talking to somebody on the plantation right now, shit. And I'm dealing with newbies, so shit, I gotta definitely be on point, brother, man. Hey, this is life. You know, content creators, at least most of us anyway, live busy lives. But the main thing, hey, when we are here, we try to do what we can do. And hey, anytime there's a good conversation to be had, this is what we gonna do. Now, ease that. It's a new year, son. It's a new year. Don't forget about my PlayStation 8. I got faith in you, brother. I'm glad you back to work. And anybody that might have just been going back to work due to any issues or injuries or whatever, blessings that you back on your feet and that you able to get back to what you was doing before. Try to take care of yourself as best as possible. That's another way you're going to be able to at least make the move that you want to make. So focus on not just your physical health, but your spiritual health as well. You know, you want to again be in the best positions when you're about to receive those blessings. So yeah, you know. But yeah, I see y'all tomorrow, definitely. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.